5 minutes late.
It's all right. It is what it is. All right, let's fire this thing up. We're going to go in 3, 2, 1. What's up, Stick Squad? It's time to talk that stick. It's May Madness, and we got the whole first round to talk about. Syracuse completes the comeback of the year versus Ohio State. Whoa. That's a grammatical error. 3, 2, 1. What's up, Stick Squad? It's time to talk that stick. It's May Madness, and we got the whole first round to talk about. Syracuse completes the comeback of the year. The Ohio State train comes to an end. Richmond downs UNC. Duke plays like Dookie versus Georgetown, and more. We are about to recap it all, but make sure to give us 5 stars on Spotify and to follow us on Instagram and Twitter. It helps us more than you can believe. But without further ado, let's get into it.
Go, big plays. Tied up, splits the double with 8. She's going to get a shot off. He's got it! Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me?
Yes, sir. We are back, and my boy Brian is in the building right after that Syracuse W. I know my boy Brian is on Cloud 9 right now. Brian, how we doing, dog?
Why is my timeline quiet now? All y'all trying to be cute. Everybody got all these jokes. From the first quarter to fourth quarter, all of a sudden the mentions, the jokes died. That's why they played 4 quarters. Talking about Syracuse, who's gonna tell Syracuse the game started? You played 4 quarters for a reason. Stop yapping before the game hits triple, quadruple zeros.
Yo,
everybody want to tweet like they on Stick Talk and crack and get these jokes off. Y'all don't know how to do it, man. Let the professionals let us handle it. Y'all just like it and share it when we do it. Y'all not stop.
Yeah, let them know, Brian. Talk that trash, Brian.
Everybody on the timeline was Dave Chappelle. I'm like, I'm okay. And in the chat, see, ask Scotty, ask Shane. If Mikey was not asking him at any point, was I like, oh, we about to lose?
No, absolutely not. You like just wait.
John Motley going to win every single face off in the second half. If they wake up, it's a wrap.
That's what he said.
And I think he lost like 1 face off in the second half.
Yeah, that was wild how well you called that game. And be real, for a second in that game, were you nervous at all?
No.
You just knew Syracuse was going to play.
And it's not me being a homer. It's not my Syracuse fan. It's as a ball knower, all of us talking ball. John Mullen in 2 games against Harvard has lost like 4 or 5 face-offs in 2 games. So they always were going to have a chance because they always were going to get the ball.
Yeah. Well, the craziest stat I heard. He
was 24 for 28 this game.
The craziest stat I heard during this game was the last time Syracuse lost 2 games at home.
You know what it was?
The Onondaga Nation.
Wow.
It's never happened in 107 years.
That's crazy. And, I was talking to some of my other friends about this game, and they were like saying they think Harvard's going to pull this out. But once Syracuse caught on a roll and the dome started exploding, I was like, nah, it's going to be a hard train to stop, man.
Nah, dude. They were
the electricity, man. It was because the turning point was when they had to hit the unreleasable hit on Joey, and it was a 1 minute unreleasable. And then John Mullins won 3 faceoffs in a row, and they scored on all 3 goals. And I think it's an extra juice goal in the dome when Trey Deer scores. Because like I kid y'all not, when they had the first man down and Trey jogs over to the referee to get the ball, the entire dome started cheering, and we're standing up as soon as he touched the ball.
Interesting.
Like it was different when I'm telling you, man, people like lacrosse is different here, and everybody knows that him being home to show me like it was different. As soon as he touched the ball, it was just like a palpable feeling. You could feel just the moment he touched the ball. When Gregory Elijah Brown gets the ball, it's just different. Like you can hear it. It was crazy. People don't think momentum is real. Like it is.
Game of runs. That's all it is. A game of runs.
Hey.
Shane, I just looked in the background. I'm not going to lie. I looked behind me because I thought you were me.
Like,
right?
Oh,
what do you
something
think
behind me?
Behind you?
Oh, my gosh. Hey, We need to have this conversation, and this is for all the young players that follow Stick Talk, that understand Stick Talk. I need you to hear me say this. I need you to hear me talk about this stat real quick. Owen Hiltz shot 10%. He shot 10% in an NCAA first round game for the tournament. 10%. He went 1 for 10. And the one goal that he scored today.
When was that, Shane?
Overtime. The only goal that mattered. He scored.
Only one that mattered.
If you, and the reason why I say if you're a young player and you're watching this, I need you to understand you have to keep shooting. You have to keep your energy up. You cannot get down. It doesn't matter if you're having a bad day or whatnot. You never know when that one shot is going to fall.
Mm-hmm.
You never know when that one shot is going to fall. And on top of that, we also need to talk about the fact that Syracuse put in 7 goals in the fourth quarter. 7 in a quarter. They put in 10 in the second half.
Boys was balling.
Winning the game. 10 in the second half. That's different. Shouts out Luke Royal. He clearly locked in. Shouts out Owen Hiltz, keeping his head on straight, doing what he needed to do. All I gotta say though is, hey, Q's, I'm gonna tell you right now, man, because I know some of y'all watch the pod, some of y'all follow what we talking about. I'm gonna tell you right now, do not you cannot show up for the rest of the tournament like that. You cannot have a first half like that.
No, they play Princeton like that next week. It's a wrap.
It's a wrap.
It's curtain.
It's a wrap.
I'll admit that.
You can't. Harvard, you might have could able. Yeah, you did a little something. That's great. Shouts out to y'all. Still big on the Syracuse train. You cannot do that again. You cannot do that again because we're really trying to see y'all boys on Memorial Day weekend. We're really trying to see y'all. But hey, you start playing, slow and cold like that. Nah, it ain't gonna work.
Yeah, they did what they needed to do. Oh, and before people start freaking out, that tweet that I sent about Luke Rowe, people were like, he was in the transfer portal. No, he wasn't in the transfer portal. What I was telling people was that he ran on the second line for his first 2 years. People always talk about people don't stay, they transfer quick. I guarantee you, at the end of last year, there were coaches. I mean, they're not supposed to contact, but I guarantee there was coaches that had Luke Rowe name at the top of their list, like, please hop in the portal, Luke Rowe, please hop in the portal, and he didn't. And he got his flowers today because everybody complains about who Syracuse is dodging, and he was completely controlling his matchup.
Boy,
Luke
Rowe's at peace. He's at peace. He's the peace of that team, bro. I like that midfield line is just disgusting. It's just disgusting. And when they are humming, it's quite literally the most beautiful lacrosse you could watch.
Yeah.
I also hated the challenge by the Harvard coach. That wasn't even close. You lose a timeout. And there was also another situation where he could have used a timeout, but he didn't use it.
That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, it's the same thing. So he when he challenged it, and it was like a groan in the crowd, and then they showed it because with the dome renovations, they have the new big screen, so they showed it on the big screen, and you just see Trey score, and then it was Trey, so everybody was excited, and then the dome exploded when they showed the replay. And I was like, when that happened, I was like, yeah, Syracuse about to win this game.
It's a wrap. Well, I think lacrosse is better when Syracuse is good, man. I love when Syracuse is like this.
It was a fun game, man, and it was one of those things. Throw away the stats. I don't care. I know people was ready. I guarantee. That's why I said delete your drafts. I know people were waiting to add Joey, waiting to add me. I don't care what Jimmy McCool's save percentage was. I don't care how many points. None of that didn't matter. They didn't fold when it mattered.
Look at this, guys, ladies and gentlemen, standing at 6 foot, whatever he is, in a car. We got the man, the myth, the legend. Mr. Nakai Montgomery.
Hey, yes, sir.
Good, baby.
Yes, sir.
Not making that face because I was about to be on my ass at Duke when he was.
Yeah, he was ready for you.
That's why
hey, I just want to say, I owe everybody one. Coach Shane, B, The boy Scotty. Hey, it's all love still, man. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes, you know how it go.
Nah, but you
Yeah.
didn't run from it, because for anybody, Nat, one of them ones. Nat, he didn't hide. He ain't turn off his mentions. Like, he responded. Like, that's why I respect, because you'll talk before and then you don't hide after. Because some of y'all be corny. Some of y'all be corny
sure.
online and turn your phone off. Nah,
He ate that. He ate it. He ate it. He was gracious. I had you have no choice but to respect it, because
nah.
you know,
Yeah.
at the same time, if it makes you feel any better,
He ate it.
everyone else picked Duke except for Brian. We all thought, but damn,
Nah, I mean,
12
the
showed
guy
up
was
and really
running out there,
started. Oof.
Yeah,
Hey.
that was crazy, yo.
Yo.
And
12 showed up and started handling business. He was
what he had
different.
6 goals in a row. He had 6 goals in a row.
I mean,
12
that guy
Boy.
had crazy juice. Like, y'all know, I was at the game. I'm in Durham.
Oh, okay.
Nah, it was like that, that guy just had crazy juice. Like, that guy's a pro, straight up.
Yeah.
Like, he left hand, right hand, pole, shorty, dodging, like, just playing hard, and it was fun to watch, man. Like he obviously throughout this season he's been putting himself on the map, but what he did last night was really something to see. You know what I'm saying? And I tip my cap to him for sure, because that was not easy to do. That is something that obviously nobody expected, but Brian. Shout out Brian. I can't, you know what I'm saying, Brian? I was ready to be on your ass, Brian.
Yeah, you was.
I really was. I seen somebody had Joyce, and I said, huh. That's really it. I said,
What?
huh. But I had to eat that. Like y'all said, I had to eat that. And that
Within
didn't
5
taste
minutes
great.
of the post, you said something too.
What'd you say?
I said within 5 minutes of that post, you already you.
Yeah.
Oh, you already know I was right on it. I was right on it. I said, but no, they came to play. They came to play.
For sure, man.
Yeah, Duke. That game was tied at half, and then in the third quarter, Georgetown scored 5, Duke scored 1. And Shane, you and the PLL are saying if you go scoreless for 1 quarter, you lose.
Yeah,
It's all
pretty
bad,
much.
bro. You can't do it.
You can't have a quarter like this in May Madness.
No,
Yo,
bro. Especially
and just one more thing. Why at halftime after our freshman Cal Gerard picks it up, hits it from hits it from the restraining line.
Yeah.
Why were they running into halftime? And I go, and the Georgetown team's coming by, and I go, oh, it's all good. Goalie knows that should be a safe. Don't even worry about it. Goalie knows that should be a safe. Guy lets up 5 more for the rest of the game. I'm like, come on, what are we doing? So I'm on all kinds of bullshit. I don't know if I'm allowed to say that, but I'm on all kinds of BS.
So
Man.
you can say whatever the hell you want
good.
on this thing.
Yeah,
You with the fam? It's all good.
Yeah, you straight. But I mean, they for sure should have had a lock on 12, bro, because he was, I mean, literally game before, that man had 10 points.
Dude, guys, 7
points.
goals, right? Like
8.
How are we not
Yeah.
blocking him, bro? How are we not? Yo,
Why did he
I'm holding his jersey the whole game, bro.
The midfield line. I'm talking about glue. You need to be on him straight like that. Do not let this man touch the ball. That should have been top on the scouting report in bold.
We playing 5v5 the whole game, bro.
I could not agree more. I couldn't agree more.
100%. The boy, and then he showed up. What? He showed up the Duke and gave y'all 8 points, 6 goals, gave you a sock trick.
Oh, you keep getting the shorty the whole game. Why do you keep ending up with the shorty? Like, what are we doing?
Yo, Grimes just said ESPN kept showing Brennan like he was about to shoot up and play.
Hey,
they wanted him to take that polo off and put the 34
on
so bad.
And Brennan was sitting there just like just like, damn, y'all suck.
Nah, they was gonna do it. They was gonna change BO jersey. They was gonna give see Nakai, we black, so they was gonna give you some leggings. Like, just go out there, just go right out there.
Straight up.
Don't say nothing. Put a do-rag on, cover the braids, go out there. We need a couple goals, bro.
Man, not even. I would have just, like y'all said, I would have just gonna shut 12 off.
Yep.
Just shut him off, bro.
Just like Scotty said,
gave
5v5.
He was giving
5v5 the whole game.
Villanova
I'm telling
buckets.
somebody to hold on to his damn jersey, bro.
Straight like that, bro. Like he was giving. It's May, right? Like we were all season long, folks talking about, oh, this team, and I'm like, hey, relax, it's February, or hey, relax, it's early March. Now, bro, we in mid-May. We not playing no games no more, bro. This is real.
Yep.
This is real. We really trying to do something. And if that's the case, y'all cannot let that boy. He was giving Villanova straight dirty work, straight work. And then he came to Durham. He said, all right,
in the all black.
Hey, and I said something. I told you, bro, I've never seen Georgetown rock the. I was like, hold on.
They
Why
go hard.
Why they don't look like Georgetown no more? I was like, this don't look like they were in the black with the chrome dome and the bulldog.
Facts.
I was like, y'all, why is y'all moving different? This is different.
Bruh, they was turned.
So before we head off about this Duke game, I want to ask you, Nak, how excited are you to play with Andrew McAdory next year?
Of course, stoked. That's my boy, dude. Like when you can feel like the type of person he is, like just watching him play lacrosse. You know what I'm saying? Like, but before you even talk to him, you can tell the type of guy he is. Like, in just one small story, when I was a fifth year, we had a meeting with all the like leaders on the team, and he was a freshman, and he was in the meeting. Just to tell you a little bit about who he is, like as a man, like he's a phenomenal young man, phenomenal brain, phenomenal heart, phenomenal spirit, like, you know, and he wears his heart on his sleeve. Like he's he keeps it real, regardless. He's the man. He really is. And of course, you know, I cannot wait to play with him.
That's what's up, man.
Whoa.
Most athletic midfield in the PL. Man, listen,
Oh, yeah.
I already told
We
people.
finna get loose. We finna get loose.
Oh,
No,
yeah.
English.
We better,
All
we
y'all
better
boys.
get loose because I've
For
been
sure we
waiting
better
way
get
too
loose.
damn long.
Hey,
A whole midfield. All y'all running 4-4.
that's right. I told, hey man, we were talking about it last episode. I was like, bro, like that we got Nakai, we got Sammy English, we got McAdory. I was like, what are they gonna do, bro? Like, what are they gonna do? And I see, hey, and if you follow Nat, you know you've been working too. I see you in the gym, bro. You really getting after it. So I'm like, I'm ready for it. This is gonna be a special season.
It's gonna be lit, yo. I'm like, honestly, I'm mad.
Yeah. Take your phone off. Put your phone up. There you go.
Sorry. Yeah, I'm mad excited. I'm mad excited for training camp. It's gonna be like the most competitive like 2 weeks of all time. Like it's
Yeah, man.
crazy up in Albany, hot as hell, just like playing so fast. I'm lit.
Yeah, that's what's up, man.
Let's go. I'm looking forward to it, my man. I can't wait for the Redwoods to win the chip. Let's go.
That's no, you meant you we had you in the chair waiting for way too long. We owe you one. For real.
Hey, let's go.
We do.
Let's go.
Hey, man, it's time.
It is time. But Nak, if you gotta go ahead and do something, go ahead and do your thing, my man.
Man,
all right.
Hey, wait, hold up. Let's wrap up real quick. I got like 5 minutes.
Oh, all right.
All right.
Yeah. Let's talk about the other games. What
Cool. Say that. We're on to it. I like it, Nak. I see you in the car, so I was like, let me make sure he's good. But
I got a good one.
Go ahead.
I think we should stay in North Carolina for a little bit. Because I gotta talk about somebody. Okay. I picked the Richmond Spiders to beat North Carolina for a good damn reason. Okay. I don't like that. Brian kind of low-key called us out. He said, all you UVA fans are the biggest Richmond fans of all time. After Richmond beat UVA earlier this season, I was like, damn, that's low-key true. That's low-key true.
biggest Richmond fans ever.
Yeah, because folks was talking about Richmond like they were like a JV team. And I'm like, hold on. Well, we watching lacrosse, we watching the same team. Them boys is nice. And I told Diggs that last year. I was watching them last year. I was like, Richmond kind of doing something. And then this year, they were locked in, bro. It was not a surprise. But I'll tell you what, Lucas Littlejohn,
Yeah,
if you saw that, he can ball. Oh, he can ball. And you know what's crazy about it is like that. What I love about the goals that he scored in this game, zero hesitation. Zero hesitation.
Dude, that's what I talk about. That's what I've been working on, like with myself and when I like coach kids and stuff. Like a lot of it, like it's exactly what you said, Shane. Like a lot of lacrosse and then sports in general, but especially lacrosse, it's just making a decision.
Right.
Like, fuck it,
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
going to score. Like
Yes.
I'm
Right.
going to get this shot off. I know you're in the way. That's okay.
Mhm.
I
Mhm.
made a decision. I'm gonna. Yeah, that's how he plays. That he's a pro. He's nice.
Yeah.
Yo, but
And
how about
you need that. You need that,
yeah,
especially at that level. You can't really. I try to tell my the kids I coach. I'm like, bro, yeah, you can't value him like a person. You're trying to put this ball in the net. The person guarding you is just in the way. You're trying to be active and be like they're just in your way. That's it. They're not
absolutely.
a real person. They're an obstacle to your goal, and that's scoring. And
Thanks.
he emphasized that, and I
Dude.
love that. That it's a beautiful way to watch to play the game. It's a beautiful thing to watch too. And somebody's just like, yeah, I'm gonna do what I need to do.
Literally,
Yeah.
it's unbelievable. Like you said, like no hesitation. Like he was just like, okay, this is what I'm doing, and he just does it.
Yeah.
But like honestly, like mad props to that Richmond team, dude. My junior year, right? This is like their first playoff win, like whatever. And it's like, oh man, they've been knocking on the door. It's like, obviously, no one in the Richmond locker room, right? But like, people on the outside, start to not believe. You know what I'm saying? But dude, I mean, in 2019, Richmond took us to a 1-goal game, Duke, in the first round of the playoffs. Like they have been knocking forever, not forever, right?
Yeah.
But like for 6-7 years, they they
crazy.
have been right there. Like every
Mhm.
year, they've been right there. And obviously, like for them to break through in the way they did, right? They were down 4-5 at UNC. I don't know if you guys
Right.
been to a game at that new UNC stadium, but it is rocking.
Mm.
That place gets. I mean, dude, Mia Hamm was at the game. I'm acting
Oh
up. Hey,
wow.
what? Come on, man. Like Mia Hamm was. You know what I'm saying? Like they trying to like I want to get remembered by her. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Jordan Poole.
Yeah.
And like y'all said, like for Richmond to have done that, like that is not slight. Like that is not easy. And Richmond Cornell next week.
Yeah.
Come
Scary.
on. I mean,
Scary.
because Cornell wants to win 16-13. You know what I'm saying? Cornell wants to win. They want to score 18, 19. You ain't getting that many possessions against Richmond. They just play a certain style of lacrosse. You know what I'm saying? That that not everyone used to. Like they don't play. They don't want to run with nobody. They don't want to play that. They don't want to play how you want to play. You know what I'm saying? They want to play sound, fundamental defense. They're going to get back in the ride. They're going to sub, and you're going to beat their unit that practices defense. You're not going to play no 5v. You're not doing none of that against Richmond. Richmond plays you straight up, and they make you earn every single thing that you get. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's real, and you can see it, bro. And you can see it even the way that even UNC was just so much more flustered. They were like, we should be handling business, and they were not.
That's another part of it too. That's another part of it too. Oh, we should be. Oh, well, it's just Richmond.
Yeah.
Like Richmond has that going for them too.
Yeah. Hey, and it's so funny. We for so many episodes we talk about parity and just the fact that so many top players are not just like they're not just going to the Blue Bloods anymore. They're pulling up to places like Richmond, pulling up places Fairfield, and they're like, you know what?
Albany.
Albany.
Yeah.
They're like, you know what? Hey, I really like, I'm a 4-star. I got offers from all these top schools, or I could go to Richmond and get buckets. And get
straight up
buckets. And they're like, and it makes sense now in this. So now you're starting to see a couple of guys in conversation. You're like, damn, you really can't. It's anybody's game for a lot of these games. You like, but this team, like, if you would have told me after the way that Ohio State beat Maryland last week, if you would have told me that Ohio State would have lost in the to Utah at some point, you'd have been like, "What? What are you talking about?" But the matchups are so important, and it's not about the name anymore. You got to really look at the individual players and go,
Facts.
"Damn."
Breaking news: Salisbury lost today.
Oh,
that's crazy.
Yeah.
What's this? Is this the first round for them too?
Yeah, against Dickinson.
Yeah, no, I think it's the second round.
Okay.
Versus Dickinson?
Lost?
No, that's different. That's different. Versus Dickinson?
Yeah.
No.
At Salisbury too, I'm sure, right? At Salisbury.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Wow.
That's third round of the tournament. Salisbury lost. Not seeing them on Memorial Day weekend.
That's crazy. They were 20-0.
They were
20-0
on people.
Yeah, it's a parody this year, man. All levels. I love it.
And you lose by 1 goal to Dickinson in the third round.
Yeah, that's
you
crazy.
beat Christopher Newport in overtime, and everyone else you put in a 20-piece on, and you lose to Dickinson. Hey, but that's what I'm talking about. The matchups. That's what the matchups. It's not you can't just go. Yeah, this team. You look on paper and go, yeah, this team versus it. Nah, you can't do that no more. Bro.
Because you look up, right? Like a team like Salisbury, like you said, right, who runs. They score so many. Transition, right? Throw down, pick down, let's play. Okay, now it's the playoffs. We done had a week to prepare. We're going to soft ride. We're going to get our guys off. Now you're going to run into 6 guys. Now you got to play your 6v6 set. We're going to walk out. We're going to, you know what I'm saying? Like now we're going to hold the ball. Boom. Because y'all want the ball back so bad. Y'all want 20, right? Because now that team goes into halftime. I'm not sure what the halftime score was, right? But that team goes into halftime. They got 5, 6, 7 goals. And they're like, oh, we should be.
Hey,
but what we usually
4-6.
Right.
Salisbury was up by 2.
Right. But that wasn't good. I mean, look, I obviously wasn't in the locker room, right? But just thinking as a player who was there, and you guys get this, right? They're thinking like, fuck, like we should right? You just gotta play. Yeah. Right. You just gotta play. And when you play those teams that don't really let you play how you want to play, you gotta figure out, and you gotta figure out how to win games different ways.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, real quick, there's another piece to this that I think we're all gonna find funny.
Yep, say it.
Third quarter,
they went scoreless. Scoreless.
Salisbury did not score in the third quarter.
Imagine
that. Imagine you really at high level lacrosse, you cannot have a quarter. You do not score and still be able to win. You cannot have that. And it doesn't matter. I mean, and if you don't know about Salisbury, you better ask somebody. Them boys is different. Them boys is really different.
They can play.
And if they can play. And I guarantee you take their top 7 or 8 guys and you put them on any Division I roster, and I think
fit in seamless.
Yeah, they and you won't even notice. You just go.
No,
all right, yeah, no drop off. So I'm telling you that. I mean, but I'll tell you what, to go 20-0 and then to play Dickinson in the last game and lose is crazy.
That's crazy.
It's crazy. But hey, it happens.
It happens. It's a tournament.
All right, y'all boys. I gotta run, drop something off.
Yes, sir, man. Appreciate you.
Man, hey, of course. Brian.
Appreciate you, boy.
I'm sending my best, bro. Apologies. No.
No need it, man. It's all up, bro. You know what's all up.
Hey, man, you keep picking them, man. You know what's up. You know ball.
Brian knows lax, man.
Brian knows lax. That's him.
Yes, sir. Hey, shouts out to Nat for not ducking smoke, man. Shouts out for him to not duck smoke. That's
a real
what's up.
one. He did not duck at all. Like he came. I said something right after. A couple minutes later, responded. Yeah, not scary. That'd be the thing, man. And because we're gonna get to Notre Dame game. Shout out Gunner, because Gunner had said something about Notre Dame, and he was like, Notre Dame he said they're gonna wash Ohio State, and I'm like, yeah, we'll see. I was like, nah, but he said it before, and then he came in after. It was like, Brian, what happened? So I'm like, when you say it before, it's cool, man. Don't be on people that come in the chat afterwards. I know people was waiting for Syracuse to lose, and then they was gonna be all in my man. No, say something before.
Yeah,
and it's also a way on how to talk shit too, man.
Yeah, a lot of y'all are really bad at it.
yeah, you are really bad at it.
And half the people who talk shit anyway don't even have a picture, a profile picture with their face.
Oh, that's the quickest way for me to not even respond to you. Is you got a picture of a dog or an American flag or Elon Musk with some weird. I'm probably not gonna respond to you. Sorry, not sorry.
That's it. Well, let's get to that Ohio State game. The Ohio State train comes to an end versus the Irish. 15.
They did my boys. They did my boys in, man.
They did their thing against Ohio State,
which is crazy because Caleb Fyack went 54%, which is not even bad. It's not even a bad percentage for a goalie, but Ricky Ardelli went 71%.
Yeah, he was the key, man.
And if your keeper is really locked in, I mean, Marinier still had 4, but like if your keeper is locked in, bro, it is so hard. You like on a emotional level, like to see to like get the shot off and you see the ball going towards this location and you're like, oh yeah, I'm about to spank this corner. And then guess what? Picks it off immediately. Hey, bro, after a while, you really start losing all kind of hope. You like, damn, we really can't score on this man. But 71%, that means you shot 10 on this man. You're only going 3. You scoring 3 out of 10. No, bro, that'll mess with your psyche for real as a shooter.
Then the double it too, Shane. 71% in cage, and they faced off at Will Lynch faced off at 74%. So you can't score and you can't get the ball.
Hey,
sound like a good recipe.
Bro.
We talked about it with the Syracuse game. That's what makes it the worst, because it's so for the Syracuse game, Jimmy McCoy didn't have his best game. I don't care. But John Mullins faced off at like 80. Faced off at 80%. So
yeah, Jimmy McCoy went 30% though. That's
So
that was rough.
So
that's rough.
That kept the game. But then with Will Lynch and was it Richard Deli? Because I want to say it's Ricardo Deli, but Richard Deli. If he's facing off, or if he's in the cage at 71%, and then you're facing off at 74%, like that's demoralizing, because it's like we're not going to win the faceoffs, and Notre Dame's offense, they did well, because that's why I thought Ohio State was going to win, because I'm like, Ohio State's defense is just straight pros, and the battle between BVB and Chris Kavanaugh, because I was like, oh, I don't think Chris Kavanaugh is going to beat him, but Chris Kavanaugh played well off ball, because there's a couple of times he caught Bobby looking. And he had a couple goals, and he was fine being a passer. So I was like, I think that was part of it. Jake Taylor did his thing.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. In the beginning of the game, BVB was doing his thing versus Cav. He was taking his cookies and stuff, but Cav figured out a way. He made a way and had his 3 goals, 2 assists, had a great game.
I can't lie, man. Cav's gritty, man. Cav is he's just like,
gotta give him props.
You gotta give him props. He's a gritty player. He does not give up.
You know you're gritty when people can't stop talking about you, and one of the main points they talk about is your ride.
Yeah, not even your offensive play. Like, you are known for like getting the ball back after it's lost. That's what you're known for, which is crazy. And what's even more crazy is that is a family trait. That's a family trait. All y'all are built like that. That's let you know that's straight. Something's going on up here. All them boys got the same thing, but
now,
first, man, shouts out to you, bro.
Let's talk about this. So, are you guys looking at the tournament committee any certain way because Ohio State was forced with this game to play Notre Dame in the first round? Or are you like, no, Ohio State has to show up in this game, just beat the person who's in front of you?
Yeah. What? I mean, should everybody have a Mickey Mouse path like Maryland does right now, playing Air Force? Come on, bro. No, let everybody use up. I mean, and also, I'm going to repeat that just for the person who I know this is for. A Mickey Mouse path playing Air Force, okay? It's okay if Ohio State has to play Notre Dame. You know why? Because the game was never out of reach. It was still within reach. They 100% could have come back and played them and done well. But, I mean, when Richie Ardeli's, making 71% of the saves. So like,
Yeah.
what are you supposed to do? That's not common. 71% save percentage is not common. He's playing well, you know, and if he's not playing well, then the game is closer. It's not like, you know, we're looking at two just very, very different drastic teams. It's like, yeah, you got to show up and you got to play.
Yeah, I agree. Like Evan Grimes just said, they already beat him, and you got him a second time as a home game. Because so I understand the logic behind it because you would prefer them not to be Notre Dame because them being back-to-back champions, that doesn't really matter to me. But it was just that you had to play who was in front of you. They were unseeded. The committee famously cares about travel. So there was pretty much it hit a point where you're like, yeah, they're going to play Notre Dame. You got to play who's in front of you. And I don't think Ohio State went to that game scared. Like, why do we have to play Notre Dame? Just they played. Notre Dame was the better team at this point in the season.
Absolutely was better.
'Cause I don't at all think Ohio State was scared going to the game and was thinking that like, why we got to play Ohio State? Like, nah. I mean, excuse me, why do we got to play Notre Dame?
Somebody called Notre Dame the Mayors.
I saw that.
Mayors of May. I was like, yo, that's kind of a bar. I love it.
No, I'm doing my Shane voice. Calm down, brother. You've won 2 championships ever. Calm down, brother. There's been 2 Mays. You've done it for 2 Mays. Calm down, brother.
Yeah.
But respect, like I said, they won. I was 1000% in on Ohio State. If you would ask me, I'd say Ohio State, Syracuse in the national championship. Gritty. Notre Dame beat them in every phase of the game.
Yeah.
Yep. For some reason, I could see Notre Dame. Who does Notre Dame have in the next game?
Penn State.
Ooh.
It's going to be a tough game, but, dude, I could see Notre Dame getting the Memorial Day weekend.
I can see it, too.
I didn't see it before, but, yeah, I honestly can.
I was saying this earlier on one of the Lax.com downs when they lost one of their first or their second game in a row.
You did.
I was like, hey, man, I think they're going to be all right. They find a way somehow. But let's see if I eat my words next week. But Maryland forces Air Force out of the tournament, 13-5. Shane was saying to Mickey Mouse, yeah, we all knew this was going to happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, people really was like trying to come back Shane, like, why'd you pick Air Force? Like, bro, when we pick all the same teams, y'all complain. When we try to do some parody in our picks, y'all complain. Then we sleep in.
I mean, I'm not going to lie and act like if Air Force was able to miraculously pull it out, I would 100% pretend like I knew exactly why Air Force was going to beat Maryland. I would have made a bunch of stuff up. I'm not going to lie to you. However, I know you got to know why in context, why I would have picked Air Force to beat Maryland is because Maryland did me dirty. That's why. I picked them for the first time all year and they lose.
Mm-hmm.
And then not only did they lose,
off a bad game. So you did.
And McDaniel's coming. So it was twofold. Also, I like messing with Guggs, so it's funny, you know. But we all knew Maryland was gonna. I mean, there's no shot. However, if we're talking about service academies, I might be more convinced if Army was playing Maryland. I might be a little bit more like, hey, this is actually a little bit more plausible. But Air Force, nah, it was never gonna work.
No.
It was very clear.
No, but
Spanos bald, man.
Spanos
be up and high. He'd be
man.
up and high to me. He'd be up and low sometimes for me. But I was watching him. I was like, yeah. It was just when he scored. It's just a certain walk he had after his goals. He's like ready for May. So I'm like, ooh, okay.
Spanos is 6'5". He better be locked in, bro.
Yo, he's a giant, man. I was watching.
He is a large human. Yeah.
I was watching a game with someone, and they were like, "Yo, he's huge." I'm like, "Yeah, that dude is massive." He's built like a lacrosse player, bro. That's what the epitome of a lacrosse player is supposed to look like, you know?
Yeah, and he
Division
had that background, man. Respect, because if he's doing that, if they're gonna play that type of defense, and then Spanos is gonna be putting the team on his back like that. Maryland is a scary out.
Yeah, but Spanos needs to remember that he's 6'5". He needs to keep that he needs to keep that right here because sometimes I think he's forgetting.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Up and down. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm like, brother, you are quite literally outsized to everybody. Just like lower your shoulder.
Mm-hmm.
over your
You-
shoulder.
You know, it's a dude on Maryland that's like 5'7" that like wants to like yell, and I'm like, you 6'5".
Yeah, bro, just
Like,
pissed
you
off, not getting no playing time. Just like, what are you doing?
All
Bro,
that.
Why are you
nah,
being
man, you
soft?
6'5", I'm 5'7". You know, it's a short king on the sideline, pissed. Like, bro,
Yep.
if I was
Pissed.
6'5",
Naturally,
I was
too.
6'5".
I'd be Pat Spencer out here.
Oh yeah,
Oh, that's
Bro.
hilarious.
yeah.
They-
He needs to lock in.
Yeah, bro. I used to always get that when I was in college. Yo, bro, if I was your size, man. Yo, if you don't shut the hell up,
Yeah,
whatever.
it's not as easy as you think.
No.
But if you are 6'5" and you have Division I level skill set, I don't know what to tell you though. Like you're an elite athlete. You're 6'5". You have a Division I level skill set. I don't know why you don't just lower your shoulder and just handle business every time.
6'5", yo. I don't know what that feel like. I wish.
What do you
I
like?
wish. You couldn't tell me
6'1"?
nothing if I was 6'5", bro.
You're not that. You over 6 feet though.
I know, but yo, 6'5" is crazy.
6'5"
Yeah, that's
is
like
crazy.
you're tall. You're
6'5"
tall
is
Like,
clearly different. Yeah,
People
yeah. As
recognize
a
you when you
human,
walk into a room, yo.
you're like,
Like,
oh,
that's 6'5",
Tall
you know?
as a human.
That's crazy. But let's move on to Princeton, Towson. We could
Oh.
keep this one short. This was an ass whooping, right?
oh,
This is like you talk back to
Belt.
your parents and they hit the hell out of your ass because that's the way this game was. It seemed like Princeton was mad that Towson had the same mascot. That's how
100%, and did it worse somehow. Like when I was sitting there next to him, I was like, "Damn, they're both the Tigers," but Princeton just. Also, I can't tell. I didn't look at the heights at all, and I can't tell if it was just the jersey. I think Neil said something that really resonated. He was like, "I love the jerseys, and I love the helmets, but I love them separately. I don't like them together."
Okay.
And I agreed with that. I was like, I love the like helmets just by itself. I'm like, ooh, that's a tough look. The
Yeah,
jerseys
yellow
by
helmets
itself,
are cold.
ooh, that's a tough look. Together, for whatever reason, on broadcast, it made Towson look like a little brother to Princeton. Princeton looked just like bigger, stronger, faster, more skilled in every way. And I know that's not entirely true. I know Towson isn't like the biggest, but it was like, for me, it was pretty dramatic. I was like, that's a completely different team. Those are two different people, you know? So, hey, Towson, back to the drawing board, fellas. I don't know what to tell y'all.
we don't got to stick on that game for a while. But you know what's a good game we could go on? Is the Penn State and Colgate game.
Oh,
That was a good one, man. That was a good one. I was hoping Colgate pulled it out, but Penn State beats Colgate 13-11. Matt Trainer.
hey, exception to the rule here. Penn State goes scoreless in the first quarter.
Yeah. But I feel like if you go scoreless, that's got to be the time to do it, is in the first.
Yeah, quick.
If
You go,
give
okay,
you a
cool,
little
we're
bit
done.
more motivation.
Yeah. Yeah, but you know,
Liam Matthews, man, he impressed
Yeah.
me.
Liam
'Cause I
Matthews.
know we talk about Matt Trainer a lot, but Liam Matthews, he had some timely goals, some saucy goals. Like it was Liam Matthews and the Connor brothers just watching that game. I was just like, man,
The
like-
Connor brothers are nice, bro. They were talking about their stats together. And during that game, I love seeing these guys, yo. And every time we talk about them, we talk about their size, yo. Man, I love how lacrosse now is starting to have like size be a part of the game. Because when I was growing up, it's like, yeah, it's the one sport you don't need to be that big for. And now
But
all of a sudden it's starting to change more because you're
Yeah,
getting these
it
6'4"
definitely
dudes
helps.
that can move like this and that have this crazy coordination.
yeah, because I think Liam's 6'4". Rory, I think they have him as like 6'1", is like 195. I'm like, nah, Rory like 6'1", like 220. Like, like y'all cut about 20, 25 pounds off my boy.
hey,
'Cause that's a
but my
stocky
boy,
dude. They look good, man. I wanted them to
My
win. I
boy-
wanted them to pull that game out, man.
Speaking of small, Ryan Goldstein for Cornell.
Oh,
Oh yeah, they're playing. Yeah, they're playing.
small
right
as
now.
hell.
So yeah, they finished. The game's over. Yeah,
Oh,
they,
okay.
They beat
They
them
beat-
15-6. That game wasn't
Yeah.
close.
Yeah, that's
No.
why. That's why I was like, we're recording
The
at
game
9. I was
wasn't
like, it's
close.
okay. Yeah, that game would be over. That's why I wasn't. Yeah, I wasn't stressing.
I had it on in the back, but I was like, I don't even really need to be watching this because I don't see Albany doing nothing in this game. And I was
Right.
looking back, and I was right. It wasn't even
Yeah.
close. So
a 10-8 team versus a 14-1 team. Come on, bro. Or
Hey.
a 13-1 versus a 10-7. Come on.
You know,
What are we
shout
talking
out to TLN. I saw them post, hey guys, like CJ Curse had a 69th goal.
Nice.
Nice. I'm like, oh,
Nice.
that's something I don't want to laugh at, but I laugh.
What's even crazier, what's crazy to think about is that he's played 15 games and this dude has almost 70 goals.
He probably passed it. That was like in the second
he's at
quarter of the game.
68. He is 68.
He has 68?
Yeah, he only had 6 today. If he had 8, he would have been at 70, but he's almost at 100 points in 15 games.
Yeah.
Which means that by next game, he's going to cross over 100 points in a season.
That's 74. Well, regardless, dude, the kid gets buckets. Watching him, he did a jump shot from like 15 yards out. I was like, damn.
Yeah.
Damn. Yeah, Shane, he was 68 to start the day.
Well, tell Inside Lacrosse to lock in, bro.
No, they didn't update. Yeah, they didn't update yet. No, he's got over 100 then.
Which is crazy. That's crazy. That is crazy. Like we're watching that kind of greatness is crazy.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah, because Joey's got 80 points and he's got it with 50 assists, but I think Joey's played like 3 more games. Like that's
I mean,
yeah,
this man put a 9-piece.
And I use Joey as an
Yale.
example because that's like a top 2 or 3 player offensive player in the country. Then it's just like
he's
got 20 something more points. Like that's as the number one, he's getting the ball. Like that's crazy.
And Joey got hosed not being a Tuarton finalist.
Yeah, that bothered me, but it wasn't even. There's a couple of times I clicked delete because I was gonna go on a tangent, but I'm like,
you can go on a tangent, dog. What are they gonna do? Get mad at you?
Right, I'm not a towards top voter. So it's because it's like it's like with the Heisman, because like up until like with Travis Hunter and dude that played for Alabama, it's just like it goes with quarterbacks. Now it's like whatever senior attacker you want to give it to, but it's just like Joey had more points than pretty much all of them. It's like because we all know CJ's gonna win it, and I wouldn't argue against CJ winning it, but it's just like I wish they waited later in the season because I'm like, should Joey be there over Chris Kavanaugh? Yes. Should he be over there over Sam King? Yes. Should he be in it over Closer McAfee? We'll see, because Prince has had a really good season, but then I was just like, even if you don't give it to him, I'm like Sam English is probably having the best 2-way season that we've seen since probably Zach Courier. So it's like reward people that don't play attack. Because Liam Enterman should have won it last year.
Yep.
It's like, but I'm just like, what's our thinking? Because even on the women's side, because they had one goalie and the rest are attackers. So it's like, okay, we get it. If you don't play attack, you're not going to win the Tuarton at this point.
Yeah, it should have been Liam. But
It should have been Liam. And after Liam didn't get it, I was like, okay, no goalie's ever gonna get it. Okay, it's the first goalie to get it has to let in 0 goals all year long. But I saw Shaler tweeting about it, and when he broke down the stats, Spallina played better than a lot of the other players.
Yeah, and you just said it. Matt just put it in the chat. More points per game and less turnovers in more games than 3 of the 5 finalists.
Yeah, so it's like, what are we going off of here?
Yeah, it's like, there's no consistency because it just like you said, Scotty last year. Because I'm like, there's only ever been 2 goalies that should have won the Tuarton. It should have been John Galloway in I think 2011 and Liam Enterman. So that would have still been like a 14-year difference between them winning it. Like when somebody else that doesn't play attack and win it, like give them the opportunity. And again, CJ's gonna win it, so I'm not arguing that.
He's
But
clearly
it's just
the
like
one.
weird. It's just weird, yeah. But it's just what's the barometer? Are you just like, okay, let's take the top 10 teams who leads their team in points. It's going to be somebody that plays attack, so it's got to be one of them.
Yep. That's a good conversation right there. I'm upset Spallina's not on it. I thought he definitely deserved it. But
speaking of, who just liked one of my tweets?
Oh, did he really?
Yeah, 22's my guy, man.
So just to recap the tournament for you guys, Ohio State lost to Notre Dame 6-15. Maryland beats Air Force 13-5. Syracuse beats Harvard 13-12. Cornell beats Albany 15-6. UNC loses to Richmond 10-13. Princeton beats Towson 22-12. Penn State beats Colgate 13-11, and Duke loses to Georgetown 12-16.
Oh, quick before Shane, is Duke good?
No. No.
Duke good. Yikes. They're dead, actually. They're dead.
They're dead.
Okay? They're dead. But
Georgetown said, Aiden Carroll said, you want to see a dead body?
Yeah. Follow me.
well, that body
Follow me
wouldn't
to
be
Durham.
the body wouldn't be dead if they had good lacrosse equipment. That's for sure. So whether you're gearing up for the lacrosse season, need fresh gloves, or just want to flex on your teammates with the latest gear, Lax.com has you covered. They've got everything from heads and shafts to apparel and training essentials. And here's the best part. They've got pros on deck to string your stick exactly how you like it. So no more excuses when you miss that corner shot. And did I mention fast shipping? So guys, make sure you go over to Lax.com. So I got a new segment here that I want to do. Shout out to Brian for helping a brother out because I couldn't find the adjective for this damn grid, but I figured it out. We're going to try to do the PLL Immaculate Grid here. So what it is they give you descriptions and you have to name a PLL player that fits both of the descriptions. I'm going to show you guys my screen and we're going to do this thing real quick together. Let's see if we can get this thing right here. All right. So let's go with the 20 assist a season. 20 assist season. Who had 20 assists? Who had a 20 assist season that was on the Archers? Grant Ament.
Yeah, because that was gonna be the first.
That's what I'm gonna say. Grant Ament. Damn, Scotty learned how to spell, dog. All right, cool. We got Grant. On the Outlaws. Now, this could be the Denver Outlaws, or it could be both Denver Outlaws, both PLL and MLL.
20 assist season for the Outlaws. Cross Ferreira.
Eric Law.
I don't think Cross did.
Eric Law.
Eric Law was more goal scorer. Nah, because Cross. Nah,
Goog just said Brendan Nickturn.
Wait,
you think he's
Nick Turn could be it, but does it count for the Chrome? Will the grade?
Oh no, it'll count for the Chrome, yo. See, yo, he's trying to get us played out here. No way, Cap. Cap didn't have 20 assists.
I don't know if it's that.
Oh wait,
smart.
Did
Matt the Chrome are the Outlaws now? Yeah, Matt did. Yeah, he played for the Outlaws.
Do you think he got it?
Yeah, I think that.
Let's give it a go, Grimes. Let's give it a go here. We're going to go with Matt Cav. Let's see. Damn, dog. Come on, Grimes. What are you doing, bro? We're wrong. Whatever. We're going to go 20 assist season right here for the Redwoods. I got it. Rob Pinnell. We're going to go right there.
Okay.
All right. Who played on the Chesapeake Bayhawks and the Utah Archers? See, this is when I get in trouble because I don't know nobody who played on the Chesapeake Bay Hawks. But I do actually. Miles Jones played for the Redwoods and the
yes, yep, you can do that one.
I got that for that. Okay. Who played for the Archers and the Chesapeake Bay Hawks?
Those two I gotta think about.
See, this is gonna be tough.
Oh
tough one.
No, for the Bayhawks and the Outlaws is John Grant Jr.
Grant Jr.
Wait, no. He didn't play for the Bayhawks. I'm wrong team. That was the Ohio Machine. Wrong blue team.
Oh shoot. See, you're gonna get us messed up over here.
I caught myself.
All right. I'm gonna give us 3 more minutes to figure out this whole thing. Hosick for Archers Canada. That's what.
Or you can do Warren Jeffrey.
Hosick for that. Graham Hosick for that. Okay.
Okay. Oh.
Denver Outlaws. Who's Canadian on the Denver Outlaws?
See, do the Chrome?
No, the Chrome don't count, but I'm putting Westberg in for.
Oh yeah, that'll work.
For Redwoods. Okay. We need a Canadian for the Denver Outlaws. Are we bugging? Who would it be?
Who What's he doing? He used to take face-offs for Canada's.
The kid from Ohio State.
No, not Ignacio.
Oh.
Before him.
We're bugging, dude.
Yes, Schneider.
Snyder. Okay.
Jeff
What's
Schneider.
his Jeff Snyder?
Yeah.
Damn, son. Are you kidding me?
Look at you.
We didn't get it.
What?
I guess I don't know, man. I guess is he Canadian?
Yeah, he's Canadian. He was like that year they won the gold medal. He was the starting fit. Didn't he play for the Outlaws?
Hey, guys, guess what? Sometimes websites aren't perfect. Okay.
Yeah.
This website might not be perfect. Okay. We got 2 more guesses. Okay, guys, in the comments,
I was thinking Eli Salama. I don't know if they'll match the Outlaws with the Chrome.
What Eli Salama ever on the Outlaws though?
He was on the Chrome, who are now the Outlaws.
Yeah, so the description goes Denver Outlaws to Denver Outlaws.
Okay, so it won't come up for the Chrome. I could think of a Bayhawk that played for.
Okay. Damn, dude. Well, I'm gonna have to give it up. I don't want this segment to go too long. All right, but then we could take a look. Okay.
Okay.
So let's take a look here. For this one, we had Mike Simon, Goran Murray, Mark McNeil, Ian McKay, Warren Jeffrey, and Stephen Kelly. And then for the
Murray?
Chesapeake
Bayhawks.
Bayhawks.
Yeah, he did play for the Bayhawks.
And the Denver Outlaws. We had Mike Simon, Jeremy Siebert, Jesse Bernhardt, Nick Acello. Oh, you were right on the John Grant Jr., bro.
Oh,
you were
he
right.
did play for the Bayhawks?
Yep. And then for the Canadians Outlaws, these are all of them. There was only 8 of them, apparently. Or 9 of them. And then for the Canadian, there's so many.
Wait. You said Graham Hossack.
Yeah,
we did.
Right?
We got it. Okay. But I was just looking at it anyway. But I just wanted to end the segment. I didn't want to go too long. But that's crazy, guys. All right. Now, Brian, I got something for you. All right. Because
oh my God, what happened?
I'm trying to get my rap career off the ground, so we got to get it going. Who walked the dog? Who walked the dog? Tell us, Brian. Who walked the dog? Who walked the dog? I've got to know. Who walked the dog? Who walked the dog? Tell us, Brian. Who walked the dog?
Yeah, y'all know I was coming somebody from Syracuse. For the first time, it goes off to a face-off athlete, John Mullen, 24 for 28, 86% facing off, 14 ground balls. The key to the game. Syracuse is down 8-2 at halftime. Dog walked Harvard's face-off unit. When it says something, because I didn't play offense, but I played defense. I know when you score, we're going to get the ball right back. We're going to get the ball right back again and again. So like I said, key of the game, unreleasable that they had. With the unreleasable, they scored 3 goals, which cut the lead, and then they end up. I think that's what led them to tie the game. And it's I'm at the Dome, and it's crazy. Like when you face off, it was a feeling of like this must have been what like Albany and Yale felt with TD Ierlan. This is how it must feel with Trevor Baptiste when he was at Denver. Like when you have a thing where you're just like, we're gonna win every single face-off, whether we score or the other team scores. And it was all the electricity that you needed. He straight legitimately dog walked Harvard, where to the point where I'm surprised they didn't just put a poll out there and do we're gonna lose, we're just gonna slash your biceps. But then you remember John Mullen is a gym rat, and the dude is like a freaking entire muscle. Cause y'all gotta see a picture of him. Here he go.
Not that. That's not
you gotta see John Mullen. It's like, man, the dude is just a tank, and he's got the energy and the juice, and he has got a good stick. Because that's the other thing that goes with it. Because he can win the face-off, and he's not scared to carry the ball. And that was the other difference in the game. Because as soon as he gets the ball, he's looking to either score or he's gonna dish. Because he's got a great stick and he knows how to handle the ball. So if you're a young player and you face off, like I would just be watching. Like just recording John Mullen games and watching what he does. He absolutely dog walked them. He's the reason why Syracuse won that game and is going into the quarterfinals. Salute, John Mullen. You are that guy.
Salute. We loved it. I love it, Brian.
First Fogo ever to get it, probably the only one ever to get it. But
Yo, hey, yo, Googs.
with the
Yo,
honorable
he's
mention,
trying to catch
to
you out here.
Georgetown.
Goog's trying to catch you out here. He's trying to catch you, man. I love it. All right.
Nah, I didn't see Shane's face when he said it. Oh, okay.
He said he's got a great stick. He knows how to handle the ball. I went,
Hey, yo.
I let you rock because I was like, I'm not going to stop
having...
you, but
pause.
That's crazy. Yeah,
But honorable mention to Georgetown for dog walking Duke.
Hello? All right, I'll let them know. All right, I just got a call that Shane A. Smith won't be making it to today's show, but it's all good in the hood, okay? Because we do have Scotty Royster, and we're going to do some lax, or let's not do lax.com. We're going to do relax and take notes. Now, I think of this play as one of the greatest plays in lacrosse history. You might too, because when we think of Albany, Cornell, this is the play that I think about. Let's take a look at it.
Hogan. Keep driving. Shovel pass to the crease. Reardon saw it. Now look at Reardon. Here's Reardon going over midfield with 14. Go, Big Blaze. Tied up, splits the double with 8. She's going to get a shot off. He's got this. Are you kidding me?
Tied up, splits the double. Yo, that call goes crazy, bro. That's one of my favorite plays. Seeing Big Blaze run like that.
Yeah.
Hey, he was moving too.
He was
really
moving. And you know he wasn't even thinking about scoring until he crossed that midline. He was like, oh, I'm going, dog. And he threw the fake. The fake is what, like, that's putting some icing on the cake, because when usually if you see a goalie run to the other side, they just run it straight at the cage, about to take a mean step down and throw it. Yo, he threw that fake, got him a little bit, and ripped it, bro.
Is Blaze left-handed?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he is lefty.
Yeah, it's funny. Yeah. It's funny that like he would not have shown up on the scouting report as a strong lefty sidearm shooter. But if you know him now as an attackman in the NLL, like you would have definitely played him a little differently. And given it is like, no, there's no way that he's going to, as a goalie, split a double, roll back, get a little sidearm, top left shot. No way. No way. And then he did it. And I respect the audacity, to be honest.
In fact, them being up 13-7 helped. And before the Canadians try to come on my boy and be weird, Shane said attack. He meant to say forward in the NLO before y'all be weird about it.
Hey, guess what?
Spoiler alert, we don't care about NLO. But
we don't care. Never have, never will. We don't care.
I mean, I like it. I watch it. But yeah, I don't know why I just realized that happened because they were up 13-7 and he knew at worst Lyle Thompson was down there somewhere.
Straight up, just I'll BGB to somebody over there.
That was the game before they lost to Notre Dame.
Yeah, because it's 2050. Yeah. No, because they lost to Notre Dame in 2014.
Okay.
Yeah, because 24 it would have been because that's when they had Lyle, Miles, and Ty, and Miles and Ty were a year ahead of Lyle.
The video titled "The Greatest Lacrosse Game Ever" or College Lacrosse Game Ever, that when it was the Notre Dame Albany game. If you have not seen that video, you have to take a look at it, because that video.
I'm still mad about that. I'm still mad about that game.
I'm like, damn, Sergio Perkovic was nice back in the day.
Dude, he was so good. Oh my god, he was so good.
So nice.
I thought, what's that? Brett Dobson. Brett Dobson?
Eric Dobson.
Eric Dobson. I knew it was a Dobson. I knew Eric Dobson. I thought Eric Dobson was going to come in and be like basically the lefty version of Sergio Perkovic, and both of them are just kind of mid right now. But you know, they'll get there.
They'll get there. I mean, the Chaos didn't have an offense, so who am I getting mad at?
Yeah,
that's true.
I can't get mad at anybody here.
And Shane also gave you a spoiler alert. We're gonna be a lot more honest about when they getting paid to play. It's a little bit.
Oh,
gonna be
sure.
PLL talking gonna be a little bit more.
I can't roast a bunch of kids, but you grown men now.
Those are grown adults. That's your job.
That's your job.
You're
And
a
if you
professional
suck,
athlete.
I'm
You're-
gonna tell you suck.
Yeah, it's gonna be a little bit different PLL season. Just see how.
Yeah,
For sure. For sure.
let's talk about this for a second because I think it's a good conversation. Yeah, professional athletes have to deal with scrutiny. That's the way professional sports work. You're an athlete, and as much as I hate to say it, you're here for entertainment. You entertain people, and people are going to scrutinize everything you do. You play well, people are going to adore you. You play bad, people are going to have a problem with it. Lacrosse has this thing where if you're not praising somebody, you're hating on them. No, bro, I'm not hating on you. I'm saying you're playing bad.
Me, I'm hating on you though. I'm hating hard. I'm hating
Hey,
so hard.
All right, let's change that. I'm not hating you as a person. I'm hating on the way you just played.
Me personally, I don't. You start to suck. I don't like you at all.
Yo,
You could
you
be a
are
nice guy.
bugging, dog.
I don't like you at all. Like
You
if I
bugging.
see you in the street, I'm crossing the street. I don't want to talk to you. Start hitting some buckets, bro. Get to the rack a couple
Just
times.
be better. Be
Just
better.
be better. Be
Thanks.
better. You know what I'm saying? But not for real though. It is weird that stigma is like if you're not showing love, then you really hating. But it's like, no, I should be able to be like, nah, you sucked last weekend. Like you were trash last weekend. And it'd be like, yeah, of course you were trash. What you gonna do? Tell me, nah, I wasn't trash, bro. I see your stats. I watched the game. You shot 7%. What are you
had
talking
0
about?
goals.
You had 0
I.
goals. You shot 7%, and you had 50 touches. What you want me to say to you, bro? Because we tracking touches in the PLL, so I know that you can't be, man. I would have, but I just didn't get the ball. No, you had the ball fit about 50 times. You didn't do nothing with it. You only got 32 seconds to score after you get past midfield line, so you better do something. So, yeah, we on your dome. We on your dome piece for sure.
You know, you speak about touches, and I'm like, touches was such a good addition to the stat sheet this year. I love it. I kind of hope they could add in hockey assists this year.
Yeah,
That'd be cool.
That'd be a
That'd
good.
be cool.
That'd be a good one. And I think
gotta
there
get
also
Higgs
needs
on
to
there.
be some for Brian. I don't know why I'm even thinking about defense, but I feel like we could add some more defensive stats.
There we go. Scotty, come over to the dark side.
Yeah, come on.
I mean,
Get over to the dark
Yo,
side.
the only defensive
man.
stats, ground ball is like a neutral stat, but is your CTOs when we know damn well that's
Don't
not
even
even
get me started.
that's
Don't
not
even
even
get
the
me
end of it.
started.
No.
Y'all not loved like that.
And
Y'all
it's CTOs are interesting because they're not real. They count for some of the things that you may not have actually done. You know, like yeah, okay. You threw the ball away, but my stick was on your hands. Okay, cool. Like I like, but also at the same time, like, hey, picked off passes. That's a great CTO stat. I like that one. You know, I also like you get somebody to make a crazy takeaway. Sean Light had one earlier today. Oh my gosh. He had one. He was just dominating. Somebody tried to go for a swim move after he had his stick up, went for a nice little lift check ball, just hits the carpet, pick up ground ball. You know, would love that. It would be interesting. One of my boys, EJ, just told me, he was like, yo, lacrosse should have a plus minus stat for real.
like a carnage.
Yeah. He's like, I want to know, when this guy gets on the floor, is this team better? And I guarantee you, if we had that with Joey Spallina, they would still find a way to hate on him.
Yep.
They would still find a way to hate on him, even though his plus minus would probably be insane.
Yep. And some of your favorites that get a lot of empty goals, empty points, their plus minus would be worse. And then you'll be like, but he had this many points.
Yeah.
It's what Shane, just speaking about the CTOs thing, when Brian talks about football and how just because you have the most interceptions or pass deflections doesn't mean
They
anything.
never say that's the best corner ever. Nobody ever equates the most interceptions with being the best defensive corner in the league. Never happens.
Yep.
It's true.
Like, yeah. It's because some of those polls, BVB or Sean Light, these type of guys, they don't get that many opportunities to be playing man-on-man defense like that, right?
But folks know who they are, though.
Yeah.
They know how they rocking. They're making the scouting report like, hey, that's not the dodge.
You got to move that too.
Yeah. That's not the dodge.
And so just moving on to something else, It's kind of crazy. I'm looking at the time right now. College season is winding down, dog. And we got through these games so fast. And I'm like, damn, this shit's going to be short as hell next week with only 4 games next week. And it's crazy to think how we started in the beginning of the lacrosse season doing all this and that. And now it's coming to an end.
Yeah, because we'd have to pick which games we were going to talk about.
Yeah.
Man.
But it's good, man. I'm excited. PLL season's going to be dope.
Yeah,
PLL season is going to be.
I hope
we all can
I wanna
concentrate on
see-
4 games a weekend. That's going to be dope.
That's
That's
going
gonna
to be.
be and really like lock in on those 4 games too. You'll know exactly what we're talking about. They'll be fresh. I'm excited for that.
Goog's trying to tell us to talk about Division 3.
Which we
I
could,
don't-
but everybody's like, I was, because Matt and I were at the game and together, and I was like, yo, there's 4 D3 games on all at 3:00. I'm like, stagger a little bit. Like I understand it's Mother's Day, but I'm just like, come on, man.
Yep.
Yeah.
And
I mean,
I'm not
no
gonna
one's
lie,
going to be
I haven't
opposed to
watched any
watching.
D3.
I mean, but no one's opposed to watching Tufts and Salisbury and Christopher
No.
Newport play. That's good lacrosse. I'm
Facts.
I am not against that at all. I just wish, it was like kind of available,
Yeah. D2's
Yep.
the only one I'm not watching because y'all want to play on Flow Sports. I'm not watching it.
I ain't
Yeah.
paying shit. I
Yeah.
ain't paying
No, sorry.
shit.
I'm already
Forget
paying
that.
for ESPN. Sorry.
Forget. It is what it is. But guys, that is a wrap for today's episode of Stick Talk. Please make sure to give us 5 stars on Spotify. We really need that. And give us some love on all social media. Everybody who gives us love on Twitter and stuff, we appreciate you guys. We be talking about you all the time. And
Yeah, we
y'all
do.
who have been with us since day one, we appreciate you. Y'all are real. All right?
Yeah.
But it's your boys, Brian, Shane, and Scotty signing off. We'll catch you next time on the next episode of Stick Talk.